Hi, I'm Greer, film and TV journalist.
Hello, I'm Phil. I like biscuits.
And did you know, Phil, winter is crumbing. It's nearly time for the dance of the wagon wheels. And we're about to bring a whole new meaning to the term dunk and egg. Because we're going to, yeah, I know they're really great. We're going to pick, if the House of the Dragon characters were biscuits, which one would they be and why? And we're going to battle it out and see whether Phil, aka Biscuit Phil, or I can win the Iron Throne. Scone. Aegon Targaryen. What have you got for him?
Aegon Targaryen, Biscoff.
Ooh.
Posh and regal on the outside, but crumbles at the sight of anything.
Okay, that's good. I feel like you may have given Aegon too much of a higher status with Biscoff. I've gone with Bourbon. Slightly different. I feel like custard creams are the one true creamed biscuit, and Bourbon, they're not as good. So I kind of made him second character there.
Bourbon is the king of biscuits, though.
What?
And it's so solid and dependable and reliable. It's made of quite stern stuff. Whereas your Biscoff is just, it's a bit show. And
That's very true.
It's got nothing to it.
You
It's
might-
just sugar.
Yeah, you might be changing my mind slightly. I disagree that Bourbons are the king of biscuits. King of biscuits are jammy dodgers, as we might see as we go on. Phil, I think you have convinced me, though. We're going to give Aegon Targaryen Biscoff.
Crown Prince Aemond.
Well, for Aemond, again, I've gone quite literal. I've gone with a biscuit that, yeah, you could say it's blonde, but also it's one that breaks quite easily. It is a rich tea. Come on, Aemond, he's a real, like, main character, like the rich tea biscuit is a main character in the barrel, but breaks easily, lost an eye. Very blunt.
Well, for me, Aemond, he's got a bit of oomph about him. He looks a bit posh. There's not all that much going on. When he's with Vhagar, he's an absolute beast. When he's on his own, he runs into trouble. And he's also quite yellow. So for me, he's a lemon puff.
That's actually pretty good. Yes, I'm giving you that point, Phil. Not even a question.
Alicent?
Surprise, surprise. Alicent, I've gone with Ginger Nut. Not just because she has ginger hair, but she is a strong woman. And ginger nuts, very sturdy. Have a cup of tea. If you dunk them, you can dunk them for a long time. Sounds a bit rude, wasn't meant to. But that's what I've got for Alicent.
Alicent Hightower, ginger nut. Solid
Yes.
and dependable, kind of forgotten about as life goes on in the series, but also red like her hair.
1-1. Alice Rivers, the sort of creepy witch person that we're going to see more of in season 3. I've gone with, because she's a bit zany, a bit out there, a bit colourful in her character, a party ring.
I raise you a fortune cookie.
Oh, okay. Is that a biscuit, though? This is where we're going to split hairs and be very pedantic. Is a fortune cookie a biscuit just because it says cookie? It's a good one, though.
It always has some weird piece of advice inside and snaps easily.
Okay. I feel like we need to do a rock, paper, scissors as to whether a fortune cookie is a real biscuit. Ready?
Okay.
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors.
No.
Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors.
You got
Fortune
scissors,
cookie is not a biscuit. I'm going to keep party ring. Now it's 1-1.
Rhaenyra Targaryen, a macaron.
Ooh.
Posh, shiny, delectable. In contrast to her sister, who would be a macaroon, shiny on the outside, but not everybody's cup of tea.
That is very clever. Okay, with Baela, I went on the custard cream thing. I think she's trustworthy. She's strong. I think that in comparison to Aegon, who is just not, I think she's a strong character. And I like her. She's got strong morals. If we're doing her sister as well, I will go down to Rhaenyra Targaryen. I gave her a nice biscuit because she feels like she was doing a really nice thing, trying to get on Sheepstealer the dragon and help out with the battle at the gullet. But actually, everything went wrong. And as you know from a nice biscuit, if you dunk it, it will fall into the waters, much like what happened to her victim.
I quite like both of that.
Thank you. Now, it's not House of the Dragon if we don't include some of the dragons. And the first dragon I'm going to pick is Caraxes, Daemon's dragon. Who is red? What have you got, Phil? You've got a red background.
I do. He would be mine. Long and gangly. It's not really a biscuit, but what about a licorice twirl.
Ooh, I mean, that's great. Completely not a biscuit defeats the object. But I mean, great. Yeah, that would work. I mean, Caraxes could also be a flump if we're doing pick a mix or sweets. I went down the biscuit route thinking, what is a long biscuit? And I've come up with chocolate finger.
Yeah, it is a biscuit.
It is a biscuit. I feel like I have to give the point to myself there for following the rules.
How about Criston Cole for a Viennese whirl?
Ooh, okay.
Posh and dreamy and flamboyant on the outside, but really just crumbles into mush.
That's pretty good. I think we're on the same wavelength with needing a biscuit that had a little bit of style. And I've gone with Choco Leibniz. Don't know which one. Leibniz? Whatever. That's who I've picked. It's very shiny surface, you know, the chocolate bit. And then you do have he is meant to be a protector, even though he quite obviously decided to get with everybody that he was protecting. But he's got that little bit of a strong base, but really he's all show, all chocolate on the top. Very similar.
Well, Viennese well, sort of, as he had his Kingsguard thing with all the hand of the king elements decorated to it. It's all a bit show.
Go on
really,
then.
You know, on the inside, he's very crumbly. He doesn't really know what he thinks. He's all a bit loosely baked like a Viennese well.
Fine. You take the point for Criston Cole with Viennese well. Lord Corlys, I feel like I've got this in the bag. I'm giving him Hobnob because, as we know, Corlys has got around a bit and there's some extra children going on in the storyline. So he's hobbed his knob around Westeros. So that's why I've gone with that.
Well, Corlys Velaryon is your Mr. Dependable. He's always there. He's resolute. For me, Corlys is a digestive.
Wow. Okay. That's probably more nice if you were telling him to his face which biscuit you were granting him. Digestive probably would have been better. I mean, my vote's out with the Hobnob still.
I don't think he's very oaty. Well, he has sowed.
He's sowed many oats.
Okay, in fact, you've got me. He's sowed.
Thank you. Thank you.
Daemon Targaryen, my custard cream. Princely, with a bit of attitude, and always wins when you put it in a fight against another biscuit.
Okay, that's pretty true. I reserved my favourite biscuit for Daemon. I've gone with Jammy Dodger because it kind of works. I feel like he's gone to all of these battles. He's gone out there on his dragon, tried to get people to follow Rhaenyra, and he's quite jammy, and he has dodged a lot of conflict. That's why. But also, he's put himself up there with the queen. So I think a king of biscuits, the Jammy Dodger, is Daemon.
He has shown, in his own way, a lot of heart.
That's very true. Yes, there is heart somewhere in the middle. When he got out of Harrenhal, he turned more into a Jammy Dodger. Okay, they're both good.
I think he's a Jammy Dodger.
Okay, thanks, Phil.
Queen Helaena, for me, she's a Florentine, a bit nutty, but complex and sweet at heart.
That is very sweet. That you've been much nicer to Helaena than I have. I've given her quite a frivolous and just fickle pink wafer. She's a bit out there.
She's much more complex than a pink wafer.
Yeah, maybe.
Pink
I mean,
wafers are okay. Yes, they've got many layers, but they are very much a one-trick pony when it comes to the flavor department. It's all sweet. It's all a bit flaky as well, which Helaena isn't. She's got this sort of wisdom about her, even if it is sort of located in dream vision.
Okay, fine. You've convinced me. You can have Helaena. She's a Florentine. Jace. Do we have a biscuit for him? I have gone down the route of everybody said that Harry Collette, who played Jace, served face or served Jace and did a pout and was very sort of smouldering with his looks during his acting. And I thought we need a biscuit that combines that element. And I've gone with Viennese whirl / finger, depending on which one's a biscuit, whether a whirl was a cake.
Viennese whirl is not a cake. It is very much.
Is it? Viennese whirl has two sides and a little, like a bit of cream in the middle or something. That's a Mr. Kipling. Mr. Kipling doesn't traditionally make biscuits. Are there two Viennese whirl? Is there a biscuit whirl?
Rhaenys, well, it
Uh-oh, I've spun Phil out.
really have.
I'm sorry, Phil.
Okay, yeah.
Or Viennese finger. I mean, when putting this list together, I didn't realize how many biscuits were
Well,
finger creams, knobs, and
Vienney's
rings.
fingers on both ends. Chocolate on both ends.
Ooh.
Um,
Yeah.
well, for me, Jacaerys Targaryen is kind of like a rich tea finger. He's dependable. He'll fly out to the wall to go and get the Starks on board. But as soon as you introduce a bit of water, he struggles for balance.
Balance is putting it politely. I knew you were going to say that. It would be the rich tea finger falling into the gullet again. I mean, it's mean, but sure. You take the point for that one, Phil.
Larys Strong comes up next. What are you thinking?
Laris winds me up, so I had to think of a biscuit that equally winds me up, and I've chosen a raisiny biscuit. I've gone for the worst one in the biscuit barrel, Garibaldi.
Oh,
Sorry, Laris.
dead ant biscuits, Garibaldi's.
Yes.
For me, because obviously they're on the move with Aegon at this moment in time, surely it's got to be a wagon wheel.
Oh, God, that's a good one. That's very annoying.
It's sort of, there's more to it than meets the eye because of the little marshmallow and the jam on the inside. The Laris is always kind of conniving and thinking, and also with a wagon wheel, you always think they're going to be a bit tastier and bigger than they actually are, which is a bit like Laris. He might not look all that on the inside, but he's got lots of things going on. He's the spy master, if there ever was
Yes.
one.
And as you were just saying that, I was thinking wagon wheels, they've got two halves. Laris plays both sides.
He does indeed.
Damn it, Phil, you might be winning and you're living up to your nickname. For Otto Hightower.
For me, Otto Hightower is the gingerbread man, always packing a bit of heat, as you might expect with a bit of ginger, always can be a bit warming. And also, whenever I see a gingerbread man, they're always quite well decorated. There's lots of icing going on, lots of decoration. And with Otto Hightower, he's from this very rich part of Westeros, and also he's more than often the hand of the king.
See, I thought you were going to say that when you get a gingerbread man, you bite the head off it first. I like that. I do like that. I went with Oreo, I think because Oreos are just weird biscuits. I know they're like America's one big biscuit, but they taste not great. They don't leave a lasting impression that is good. And also, I think, I don't know, you'd want to pick any other biscuit, I think, over an Oreo. If you had a whole biscuit barrel, you're not picking the Oreo out, are you? You'd leave it firmly in the barrel, which is where he was in prison before Daemon opened it back up and made him meet his
Yes,
fate.
he was very much in prison at the very bottom of the biscuit barrel.
Yeah.
In King's Landing in the Red Keep. Although I would say, as you so well put it, it's very easy to lose your head if you are a gingerbread man.
Very true, Phil. You've got another point. Rhaenyra Targaryen. I have gone with a very dependable, very strong, traditional biscuit of a shortbread finger.
I think she's more complex than that, you know. Shortbread, whilst decadent and buttery, I think that, and slightly crumbly as well, where you have seen moments of sort of fallibility with Rhaenyra. For me, I think Rhaenyra's millionaire shortbread. I think she's got it all. With millionaire shortbread, you've got that mix of chocolate on the top, a hard exterior, maybe underneath that slightly soft caramel, and then your biscuit underneath.
Technically, we've picked similar because we've both gone for shortbread. So we do think there's like strong and true, like she believes she's the rightful heir. She's a very strong biscuit. But you've added a little bit on top. I might give it to you with the caramel, not for any of your reasoning, but because when she was chopping off Otto's head, there was a lot of snot around and it's kind of liquid.
Did you have one for Rhaenys, Greer?
I think Rhaenys is a character that I would have liked to have stuck around longer. I think she deserves a decent biscuit, a popular biscuit that everybody likes and would like to have more of. And that is just a standard cookie, chocolate chip cookie. Maryland's, maybe. That's what I was thinking.
Me, Rhaenys was so dependable. She holds up well under pressure, even when the heat is applied. So for me, Rhaenys is a stroopwafel.
Clever. Okay. Nice. International. Is a stroop waffle a biscuit or is it a waffle?
I would say it's very much a biscuit. It's still, when it's not heated up, it has that bit of crunch. The softness comes from the heat and the
I
caramel.
guess you do
Surely
have it with a hot drink, don't you?
you.
That's quite good. That is good. Point for you, Phil.
Simon Strong. Now, this is a theatre legend, Simon Russell Beale, who we're picking for. So it's got to be something that's well travelled. It's got to be something that exudes a lot of class. And for it, I've gone for biscotti.
I went for a very like standard biscuit in the barrel. I feel like Simon Strong, he always tries to diffuse a situation. He tried his best to diffuse the situation with Aemond. He was just something very like chill, trying to be a bit vanilla maybe. I went for a malted milk. Yeah, they had a bit of a homely thing about him, trying to calm down the drama outside
Actually.
with his family. They're all having dinner. Chaos is going on out there. People are being burnt alive. But no, they're sat down. The malted milks are sat there still enjoying their life and trying to diffuse everything. But didn't work this time. But
No, I think a malted milk has nailed it. Ulf White, you know he's a bit zany.
Yes.
And he's got a bit of a flakiness about him. And there's not much going on underneath the exterior. For me, he's a Kit Kat. Snaps easily, and also underneath the chocolate, really, there's not much there.
I went with, because Ulf seems like the everyman. He is very just man of the people. He's not somebody that grew up in royalty, even though he has that bloodline. So I thought, what is a biscuit that everybody likes? It's a favourite. It's an all-rounder, a chocolate digestive.
Chocolate digestive is the man of the people. I don't know if Ulf's the man of the people, you know. Whilst he is a man from the people, I don't think he's the people's champion.
No, that's true.
I think whereas the chocolate digestive, if that is in your biscuit tin, I guarantee you everybody is going for a chocolate digestive. Whereas if all of the characters of House of the Dragon are in your biscuit tin, not everybody is going to be picking out Ulf White.
Very true. Sadly, I have to give you another point then, Phil. Vhagar. Vhagar's the biggest dragon currently in Westeros. What's a really big biscuit, something to write home about? A Kit Kat, chunky.
As I think about her, she is a bit of an old granny. She's old, she's big, and she gets angry quite easily. So I was thinking of a blue ribbon because that's a very nan biscuit, but a very nan biscuit as well is a Viscount, the little mint chocolate biscuit.
I've gone very literal on the chunkiest biscuit I could find. Maybe I'm body shaming Vhagar. You've gone more intellectual. But you have called her a granny. So
I have called her a granny,
she's
so maybe
still
I'm
capable.
age-shaming her.
I know, this is not the one out of the list to be shaming in any shape or form. We would probably be burned alive.
Also, I will raise you the fact that a Viscount comes in a green box because it's minty.
Damn. Okay. Show me with your hands how big a Viscount is.
Oh, now this is where you're going to win.
Because a Kit Kat chunky.
A Viscount is not.
See, this isn't what I would associate with Vhagar. Even though you've gone green and you've gone interesting and nanas, I'm sorry, I'm still backing my Kit Kat chunky. It's a dragon, the biggest dragon.
I think size takes it.
Turns out size does matter.
Viserys, well, he's the OG king. He's solid. He's dependable. For me, he is my bourbon biscuit.
Oh, you've gone the same reasoning, but just changed the actual final result. He is that constant. He is the dependable one. He is the OG biscuit, but the OG biscuit is a digestive. It is the standard one in every barrel. If you think about it, we've got chocolate digestives, lots of alternatives. His heirs, right? They've got new forms of digestives, but you come back to that one thing. The digestive at the beginning. He is the start of the family tree.
He is the start, because all your gold digestives, your caramel digestives, your
like chocolate
digestives, your double chocolate digestives,
they've even done raspberry ones recently. They're weird, but they exist. Maybe that's Helaena.
Maybe he is the digestive.
Now to tot up the scores and see who claims, finally, the Iron Scone. Oh, it's so close. It is so close. So, in the battle for the Iron Scone with the House of the Dragon cast, I have 10 points, but Biscuit Phil has 11. Yes.
Never did I think a lemon puff would seal the deal.